The exact steps that these people took, they will not tell you. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Queen. Here I talk about psychological and physical health and how both of these are connected. If this is something that you're interested in, then remember to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. And if you really enjoyed this video, remember to give it a like. Okay, I noticed that we do have new subscribers, so thank you very much to everyone who newly joined this little community of mine, and I hope that you stay here for a very long time. The comment section is there for you to be able to interact with me and to interact with one another, and let's build a very comforting community. All right, as you can tell from today's title, yes, we are going to talk about motivational and inspirational speeches and videos and books and all of that, and I'm going to say it with my mouth. Those things are very useless. Okay, now that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but let me explain what I'm trying to say, right? Inspirational videos, inspirational books, inspirational quotes are not necessarily made for you. Here is what I mean. These quotes and these books and these videos are external sources. They are external stimulus. English is hard. But they are externally given to you. It's not something that you by yourself cultivated to inspire yourself, to drive yourself moving forward. You cannot fully benefit from inspirational quotes or inspirational videos or inspirational books because they are not necessarily tailored to you directly. Yes, quotes like consistency will give you perfection, or I don't know, things like that, like if you don't quit you win and all of that. Yes, those things are nice and they are, very pleasing to the ear, and they will inspire for like 5 seconds, but then after that, that's it. And I feel like every time we listen to inspirational quotes or we read the books or listen to videos, we are just trying to get ourselves hyped up for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maximum 20 minutes. By the time you leave that vicinity, that event, that auditorium, you are completely back to normal. Like, it's yourself. And the reason why they don't work is because you yourself haven't gone through a change. For those things to work for you, you yourself, you have to cultivate the change in your own mind. So your motivation and your stimulus and your inspiration should come from within. That's why external sources of motivation do not really work. I've ever been in a situation where you are going through so much, and then someone who has been in a very similar situation, if not exact, will come to you and be like, oh, this is what happened to me, something very similar. And then they start giving you some words of advice and encouragement and something to inspire. And just like, I really don't want to hear this. This is not what I need right now. Like, you really could not be bothered about what they're saying, especially if you've been in that troubling situation for a long time and people have been giving you the same exact motivational speech and inspirational speech, and you're just like, I'm over it. I honestly don't want to hear this anymore. They don't work. Why don't they work? Because these words are not from within, because you don't believe them. That's just it. Not only do you not believe them, sometimes yes, you might believe them, but you are not convinced by these sentences. Yes, they do sound good, but you are not convinced by the power in the words. And another thing why motivational speeches and inspirational speeches do not work is because change does not come by speech or by reading or by quotes. It comes from action. After you hear these speeches and read these quotes, if you do not add actions to it and make a plan to actually achieve what you're trying to do, then, like I said, they will be extremely useless, like very, very useless. It's like reading a book and then in the next 5 seconds, you don't remember what it says. So yes, with your quotes and your speeches and your books, come up with a plan. If someone says, let's say you're inspired by, I don't know, a billionaire, and he goes, I started my company in a garage and now I'm a multi-billionaire, blah 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 blah, and you're very inspired. Well, the thing about it is that you don't know what happened between the garage and him being a billionaire. Do you understand? Like, you guys are not going through the same struggles, so you won't even relate. Like, you will not relate at all. You are trying to be a billionaire, he's already a billionaire, and yes, he will tell you not to give up, and you should be persistent, you should persevere, you should put in the work, put in the hours, put in your 100%. All of those things are things that we already know. Like, put in your 100%, be consistent with your work, do it like it's personal to you. But the exact steps that these people took, they will not tell you. For some reason, nobody ever comes out and goes, Oh, so I did A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, blah, blah, blah. This is the exact route that I took. This is the exact plan that nobody ever comes out and tells you that. Do you know why? Because sometimes success is not usually by plan. Yes, you need to plan, you need to be persistent, you need to be consistent, but the point at which someone actually becomes successful, or that big blow up or glow up or opportunity or that success, nobody really knows how it happened. It just sort of happened. Like right timing, right positioning, God's favor, God's grace, anything. Nobody can tell you, oh, this is exactly what I did to actually get this big break, because it's what they've been doing. So why didn't they get the big break like 10 years ago? Do you understand my point? I hope you guys are getting me. Anyways, I just wanted to speak from my heart today to tell you that motivational speeches and inspirational speeches are extremely useless unless you are the reason why you are motivated. Unless you actually take these speeches, these quotes, these inspirational books, and add it to action, add it to a plan, add it to a path that you are trying to take. Otherwise, you are just wasting your time. Another way that maybe I can see that they can be a little bit useful is if you're actually feeding your mind with these things every day and then you truly believe them. Like you listen to these books, these audio tapes and these recordings, and you are just constantly feeding your mind with positivity and inspiration. Then I can see a way that works, because every time your brain tries to think about something negative or tries to think about something not working, you are triggered to remember those positive words. But if you're just there listening to it like once a month or once in 6 months, you're just playing with yourself. Honestly, at this point, you're joking around, honestly. Another reason why motivational speeches or motivational quotes are useless is because you don't know your why. And to be honest, sometimes your why is not even enough to inspire you to continue. Like, imagine if you've been broke for so long and you're like, I really need to get out of this space, or you've been so depressed about a particular situation, you really need to get out of that space. But because you are so used to that space, right, it's no longer like, how do I put it? It's no longer a trigger for you. So that's what I mean. Sometimes your whys are not enough, and that's when you need systematic approach to getting out of that space, to getting out of that position, to keep yourself moving and having a momentum. That's when you need like a robotic plan. When you are singing a song that you hate, you really hate the song, but you really know the lyrics. It's not because you want to sing the song, but you just find yourself actually saying out. It's like ABC, it's like singing the ABC. You don't even have to think about it anymore. You just sort of start going on with the rhythm. That's the kind of systemic approach that you need to things like that. When your reason for doing what you're doing is not enough anymore. When you can't find your motivation, when you can't find your inspiration, when you can't find your why, when your why is not enough anymore, that is when you need systematic approach. You literally need to be a robot to keep yourself moving, to keep the momentum. And then you'll probably find your balance later on and find something stronger to hold on to keep you pushing and to keep you moving. Anyways, this video was not to demotivate anyone or to say you should stop listening to motivational books or tapes or speeches or anything. But it's to tell you that if you are going to listen to these things, then you need to add action to it. You need to add a lot more to it. You need to change your own mindset, your own belief system, your own point of view, your own environment, so that these words will be effective to you. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, remember to like the video and also click the subscribe button so you know the next time a new video is released. I am very happy that I can share my opinion on this. If you disagree with me, then please leave it in the comment section. Let's have a discussion about it. And if you agree with me, then let me know. And if you have other points of view, then also leave it in the comment section. I hope to see you guys again in the next video. My social media links are all in the description box if you want to find out more about me. I'm currently doing a 100 days Instagram stories challenge. So if you want to see what I'm talking about or what I'm saying, then find me on social media. I'm there all the time, literally all the time. And of course, you can contact me there, and if you have anything to me, you can always say there. All right, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. There are more videos for you to watch here.